Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for the element of air. So if you were born Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for February 22nd through the 24th, 2019. So let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give some clarity. Also, you guys, if you want to reach me for a reading, please always email me first before making any payments. When I take the phone calls, you can only call when I'm available, and I normally will post that notification with a black screen that says, hey, I'm taking calls. If that video has been removed, that means I'm no longer taking calls for the day, okay? All right, so central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Hanged Man. We also have the Nine of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Wands, Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess. Okay, so I feel that there has been a period of waiting for air signs. Someone also has gotten cold feet. I feel like the situation will be thawed out. Now, it could be delays or like literally because of weather. Like if there was something that you were supposed to do over the weekend, there could be delays because of the weather. Too icy roads, car won't start, delays at the airport, cancellations. So there could be things literally due to the weather. If there is something in regards to you moving forward with something, anything, a decision, you got cold feet, something, there's something, and the reason why this happened is because there is something that needs to be clarified, something needs to be understood. I'm feeling like there is something within the subconscious mind that is making you stop or think before taking some sort of action. It's saying think before you speak, think before you act. There's something going on. It's like, make sure that you're 100% sure of whatever it is that you're trying to move forward with. Whether it's the purchase of a new home, whether it's to quit a job, take on a new job, pursue somebody in love, give someone an answer in love, just there's a need to take a time out. Now, those of you that feel like you're the one that has been placed on hold or placed on ice, there is something getting ready to take place. You are just going to have to wait until nature takes its course. You may have been getting ready, something could have been ready to happen prematurely. So once something has reached a level of maturity, this state of mind will be released or dropped. I also feel like there's something in regards to yourself. Like you call yourself waiting. You're like, well, it's not me, it's the other person. I feel like subconsciously, something's going on within you is saying, hey, there's something within myself that I need to understand or come to the realization of. Before something happens, I need to share this with you. So there could be something happening too on a metaphysical level in your sleep or in your dreams. Like something is being shared with you in a meditative state or a state of slumber. For some of you had a dream about a gathering, whether it was a reunion or whether you were just kind of spending time with some people, like you had some sort of dream about it. You felt like something isn't going to happen until spring, and you're probably right. Something could have, you could have saw something that symbolized warm weather. And I feel like that is what you may have to wait for, or when something's going to actually take place is when spring breaks or when there's spring break. So during like a little college or school spring break, or, you know, during the beginning of spring, which is March, is it March 23rd or 22nd? Somewhere around that time. Like that is when this dream is going to manifest for you. Something is going to come into fruition. So in the meantime, try not to focus. And it looks like you have taken your focus away from whatever was manifesting or growing here. I'm seeing too, now that is something that I feel like is happening on a subliminal spiritual level. Now, on a mundane, there's something going on where there is a competition. The pride and ego is getting in the way or causing stagnation from something. And the problem is that whoever you're competing with is equally strong. This is like your match. This is like when you're playing a game of chess with yourself. Like a genius chess player is playing a game of chess with themselves. It's like, how do you win? You know, or a game of tic-tac-toe. Like nobody's never going to win. You know, this is self against self. You guys think alike, you act alike, which really makes me think that this is someone who is definitely like a twin flame or a twin soul. Like you guys are mirroring each other, but you're not complementing each other. You're competing with each other. You're mirrors of one another's self-competition, or however you would say that. But it's like you're just competing against yourself. Maybe your intentions are different. You know, maybe one person is doing it to show off. Maybe the other person is just doing it to be mean. I don't know. But you guys are kind of, if this is in regards to a love situation, the both of you, nothing's happening because the both of you are very competitive and unwilling to back down. No one's willing to just to throw in a towel. The only thing that can break this is probably an outside force, or the person who is most enlightened, the bigger person, would have to surrender. There needs to be some sort of surrendering to take place. Either surrender and quit, or surrender and pursue. But that is the decision that needs to be made here. This can even be in a relationship where two people are together out of not convenience, but out of loyalty. but yet you want to break up. And it's just like, well, I'm not going to break up unless they give me a reason to. But the both of you are thinking the same exact thing. And it's just like waiting for you to mess up. You know, you mess up. I'm not going to mess up. You mess up. You know, so it's kind of like just, you know, you guys are just both doing the same thing. If this is job related, because I am seeing job related too. There's some sort of competitive energy going on with your place of work. You guys are competing. This person is just as good as you. And, you know, it's like, how can you choose? You know, so, I mean, if there's no reason to compete with this person, then just stop, you know, let them have it. Let them, whatever. Especially if there's nothing promised. But I mean, if you're competing for something, like, you know that there's an open spot and, you know, both of you all are qualified, you know, then there is something that you probably need to figure out to up the ante. Now I'm also seeing for some of you a confession that is coming out. Someone eventually is going to, they're working up the courage. I feel like this is someone that's been exercising. Something's being prepared to be revealed. So let's say if this is a love interest, it's almost like someone has been practicing routinely on, they've been planning it out in their mind. They've been planning things. They have been very strict in regards to how everything should come into place. First, I'm going to observe this person. Then after I feel like this is someone I want to move forward with, I'm going to pursue them. But before I pursue them, I need to figure out how. Do I want it to be a phone call? Do I want it to be a text? Do I want it to be a DM? You know, how am I going to do this? So they're and they're planning out a branch out of each of those. They're like, if I DM this person, this is what I'm going to say. If I send a text, this is what I'm going to say. If I call them, I'm going to call them at this particular time, and I'm going to start the conversation off like this. I feel like someone is being extra analytical with how they're going to approach a person or a situation, you know. Someone is really thinking, plotting, planning. I also feel that as an air sign, you could be coming off very intimidating. I feel like both people have strong poker faces. Both people are just very intimidating and not easy to approach, and it's probably hard to read. I feel like you're having a hard time figuring someone out, and the same thing is happening with them. If you're trying to study your competitor at a job, in a work situation, I mean, it's just hard. I feel like you might be paying extra close attention to them, trying to figure out how do they do what they do. Especially, I'm just going to use this for instance because I do watch a lot of food shows or Master Chef. So it's a competition, and you know, everybody's in there cooking, and somebody just keeps winning the little, what do you call it? The little challenges, or whatever they're called. The little food challenges. And they're just like, how are they doing this? So it's like, next time, if you're close to that person, you're trying to study them and kind of see how they're using their ingredients. You know, you're just trying to mentally break down someone's logic to figure this person out. And you figure if you can figure out this person's logic and their patterns, then you can beat them or overcome them. But it seems like the approach is taking forever. This is like the long route. Now, also, I see something in regards to you having a very spiritual and telepathic connection to someone in a love matter. And in fact, the both of you, I see a spiritual contract between these people. And I also feel that you guys, somehow your spirituality is going to either be the thing that connects you, or is something that you guys have in common. Like somebody, the high priest and the high priestess. I feel like I just had something like this for someone. This is the same message. Both of these people complement each other because they both know secrets, but she keeps her secrets hidden. He reveals the secrets. So whatever is in her database, he can access. One person is the giver and the other person is the receiver. So there's something very spiritual about this connection. And I feel like if you were to be with this person, you guys have the potential to be like, this is still like a power couple to me, but it's like a spiritual power couple. So eventually I can see somewhere down the line, the two of you assisting other people on their spiritual path. Like you guys are coming off as spiritual leaders. Like what's their names? Tammy Faye Baker and I forgot her husband's name that quick. I'm sorry. But I know you guys know who I'm talking about. It's old school. Or I would say Joel Osteen and his wife, but I don't think, does she preach? I don't know. Point being, this is like what's those two ghost chasers from the 70s that the stories are based off of from the Conjuring and stuff. Like you could be like that couple, like the spiritual couple that goes to slay demons together. Maybe there's something about your gifts, your spiritual gifts that will complement each other. And I can see somewhere down the line that you guys are going to be somehow assisting other people along their spiritual journey. And that could also be the purpose of your connection or the purpose of your relationship. I see this as, you know, someone who she is like the gatekeeper. And he is the mediator. He's the one that says they're allowed to enter this sacred space, or someone is asking this person, please teach me, please show me, and she knows intuitively whether this person is ready or not. So I don't know. I'm just kind of picking up like one person is, the feminine energy that goes based off of emotions and intuition, and the other person is the logical analyzer here. But the two of you blend well if you could just let your ego go, because that is what is blocking this connection. So the both of you have something to let go of. However, you can't worry about what they need to do. So just forget about that. Don't feel like you need to convince them. Look at it as, you know what, since we're connected somehow, the more I heal myself, the more I learn, the more I expand, the more I put myself out there to be ready, it'll automatically be happening to them too, right? Since we're connected. So, that's what you have to do. You can't focus on what they're doing or what they're not doing. Just focus on you. And once everything is aligned, things will fall into place. Now, I know that was super spiritual, but that's kind of like what I'm getting from this. Now, I do see this on a level too of being, what do you call it? Self-employed. You have the potential to do that, but you're struggling with, should I stay at this job or should I quit and start my own business? If you've already been preparing for your own business, you're only holding yourself back. Just the universe is ready when you are. So when you make a move, the universe is going to make a move for you, with you rather, or open up that doorway. I was going to clarify the High Priestess as well. Oh yeah, some of you could be dealing with an air sign such as yourself, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Cancer, or Leo. I'm also getting someone who thinks about commitment, someone who is very much traditional. I get to that someone may be very structured. I'm also getting someone who's very secretive. Okay, so the High Priestess, again, she is coming off very guarded, very unapproachable. So somebody is definitely coming off as either high maintenance, or there is someone that respects you, has so much respect for you that they don't know how to approach you. Maybe normally somebody would just walk up to a woman and just be like, damn girl, you know, what's your name? How you doing? How you feeling? You know, something. Sorry, I had to use lingo that I'm used to or relate to. Normally someone would approach the other person like that, but in this case, it's just like, I can't approach her with foolishness. You know, like, I feel like I need to say the right things, or I need to be really smart, or I need to have something spiritual to say. So somebody is very intimidated by your whole persona, but they don't know that on the inside, you are hurting and you want love just like anybody else. They don't know that you are just someone that is open to the possibilities as well. Now, also, I see this as someone who is hiding their feelings from you, or you could be hiding your feelings from somebody. Somebody is not yet over an ex, or an ex is not over you. Someone is definitely putting on a front in regards to their emotions. They're like, I'm just going to sit here with a stone face and you'll never figure me out. But messages do come in your dreams. I also feel like someone is having like a lot of sexual dreams, or someone is kind of obsessive. I feel like sometimes somebody can become over emotional to the point where it's almost like having depression or being in a state of depression. And I don't know who that is. I feel too that someone again is being very putting on like so much strength, trying to be super strong, and feeling like I can't cry, or I can't let them see me cry, I can't let them see me fail. Someone is really hiding. Look, we have the High Priestess coming out again. Someone is really hiding their emotions from the public. They feel like they need to be this strong person. But what someone also maybe needs is some encouragement, or feeling like someone has their corner. Someone needs to know that they can trust you, or you need to know that you can trust them. So there needs to be a buildup of trust in regards to relationships or job situation. All right, so that is all for air signs. I hope that resonated. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and many blessings to you.